Anita Sarkeesian's at it again. She's raising $200,000 for her new series, Ordinary Women, Daring to Defy History. What does it mean to defy history exactly? In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. No, he didn't! Let's read a message from Anita. What do you say?
Hello, I'm Anita Sarkeesian. In 2012, I launched a modest Kickstarter campaign to fund a small video series deconstructing representations of women. In an astounding, humbling turn of events, tropes versus women in video games drew international attention, both positive and negative, and feminist frequency raised over 25 times the amount we sought. We put it to good use. In the 4 years since, Feminist Frequency has transformed into a non-profit organization devoted to critically engaging with media. Our videos have focused on examining the way women are represented in popular culture and reimagining the world of video games as a more inclusive place. Starting today, we're doing something new, a video series called Ordinary Women, Daring to Defy History!
Alright, so it's interesting that Anita says here that she raised 25 times the amount she sought for tropes versus women in video games, and then she says, we put it to good use. Did you? Did you, Anita? Did you really? Because what you promised to do was create a series of 12 videos exploring different facets of the subject of women and in video games, tropes versus women in video games. You're supposed to do the damsel in distress, the fighting fuck toy, the sexy sidekick, the sexy villainess, women as background decoration, voodoo priestess / tribal sorceress, women as reward, Mrs. Male character, unattractive equals evil, man with boobs. Hey, I'm a man with boobs. That video is gonna be about me. Positive female characters, and finally, the top 10 most common defenses of sexism in games. Those are the 12 videos that you raised $158,922 for. And how many of those did you make? 3. In 4 years, you've made 3 of the videos that you said were going to cost $6,000, but when you raised $160,000, you fucking only made 3. In 4 years. The sad thing is, if you only made the $6,000, we probably would have gotten all those videos. But nope, she raised too much money. And as we all know, the more money you have, the more difficult it is to produce a video. Mostly because you got so much money, you don't even give a shit about making videos anymore. Am I right, Anita? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I'm saying. But, in all fairness to Anita, even though she only produced 3 of the videos she said she was going to produce, we did get a 6 minute and 38 second video, 6 minute and 36 seconds video about butts, my favorite subject. Yeah, that episode alone probably cost like 20 to 30 grand if you really think about it, That's an expensive production. She's got a lot of crazy shit in there. Like, she's got animated transitions. That's at least 4 grand. Video game footage. There's a reason why you can barely find any video game footage on YouTube. It's because it costs like 6 grand to even get that shit on the screen. And, the shots of her talking against a blue background. I mean, I don't see how it could have possibly have been achieved for less than $10,000. And that's if you're making deals with people. I also like how in this little statement from Anita, she mentions that Feminist Frequency is now a non-profit. Yeah, it's a non-profit, like it's a charity or some shit. I went and I looked at Feminist Frequency's latest IRS filing, IRS Form 990, filed for the tax year of 2014. Really interesting, because at the end of 2014, Feminist Frequency, the non-profit organization, had $384,329 in assets. I'm looking extremely forward to seeing their filings from 2015. Her nonprofit had $400,000 at the end of 2014. It definitely took in more money in 2015, and it doesn't spend money for shit. Its total expenses for 2014 were $64,000, $19,000 of which went directly to Anita paying herself. I was actually surprised she paid herself so poorly, especially given the fact that she works, get this you guys, 60 hours a week. Wow, back in 2014, Anita Sarkeesian was working 60 hours a week and she only paid herself $19,000. Isn't she a fucking saint? Oh, well, actually, she didn't need to pay herself much more than that, considering her speaking fee is $20,000. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is a fucking joke. All right? Feminist Frequency, as a nonprofit organization, does nothing but make videos. That is all it does. Go to their website. It doesn't even claim to do anything more than that. That's all that their stated objective is. We're making YouTube videos that educate people. So remember, her expenses for 2014 were $64,000. And her profits, I'm sorry, it's a non-profit. Her assets at the end of the year were $384,000. Do you know how many videos Feminist Frequency released in 2014, the year that these figures are from? The answer honestly shocked even me. 4 fucking videos. And you know what? One of them is just video of her speaking at an award ceremony. So it wasn't even her own production. So Feminist Frequency only actually produced 3 videos for the year of 2014. That cost $64,000 to do, y'all. These videos she produces are not special effects extravaganzas. They are not well researched. Most of the game footage isn't even from her playing. It's been proven that she steals it from YouTube channels. This money isn't going anywhere. You just realize that? This money that's sitting in this, Feminist Frequency asset box, it ain't going anywhere. Any day now, maybe the day that we all stop giving a shit about Anita Sarkeesian and look somewhere else, that's the day Anita Sarkeesian gives herself a nice big fat payout of like $1.2 million. I mean, what a fucking joke. What a brilliant scam. Goddamn, I wish I had had the sense to file as a nonprofit. I'm educating people about atheism. I'm a nonprofit organization. Give me profit. Let me summarize this for you. Anita Sarkeesian is asking for more money on top of the hundreds of thousands of dollars she already has at her disposal. Who knows how much more she raked in 2015. Her organization spends next to nothing, and it creates very little. She hasn't even come close to completing the project that she raised $160,000 for 4 fucking years ago. And she wants more money to start a new project. Yeah, remember that last project of 12 videos and I only did 3? Well, fuck that shit. I've got a new project now. Fund me again. This is like if my ass came to you guys like, dudes, I know I failed at making a website last time, but this time is going to be different for no reason. So introducing Not Productive 2. Yeah, give me more money to fail again. Only I legitimately tried and failed. She's just pocketing hundreds of thousands of dollars, letting it accumulate in some asset box, in some non-profit organization that she knows no one's really paying attention to. All right, you guys, I've got an idea. Since Anita Sarkeesian is a total fraud and has no interest in actually helping women, I guess it's up to us. It's up to the fat fucking neckbeards to be the real feminists in the room. We have to be the ones that actually help women who suffer under true patriarchies around the fucking world. And that's why I have started a CrowdRise page for the International Women's Health Coalition. Here's the description I wrote for the page.
Hello, I'm TJ Kirk. I hope that you will join me in supporting the International Women's Health Coalition, whose goals are to provide sexual education, reproductive rights, and educational opportunities for women and girls in places like Africa, India, the Middle East, and Asia. They strive to help girls in these regions by advancing the rights of adolescent girls, promoting comprehensive sexual education, ending child marriages and forced marriages, ensuring safe and legal abortions. The IWHC accomplishes these goals by working with governments and global health policymakers, as well as funding educational programs and grassroots political movements. They are bringing true feminism To women and girls who actually suffer under oppression and inequality, their organization has received 4-star rating from Charity Navigator, a service that rates charities based on the financial health of the charity and the transparency and accountability of the charity. The IWHC received a rating of 90 out of 100 for financial health and 100 out of 100 for transparency and accountability.
Anita isn't rated by Charity Navigator, but if she was, she'd probably have about a 0 for transparency and accountability. Although I think her financial health scores are pretty up there. If we're gonna raise $200,000 for women, let's raise it for women who actually need our help, not a spoiled scam artist looking to bilk the internet for all it's worth. I've started things off by giving $100, and Scotty, in a usual display of one-upsmanship, donated $101. I hope you guys will consider donating as well. Let's show Anita Sarkeesian what real feminism is. It's about fighting for the equality of girls who don't have equality already. Not lining your pockets to produce videos that actually cost very little to produce, and you can't even manage to produce them. It's sad. Anyone who's giving to Anita Sarkeesian is a fucking moron. Alright? I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out.
Fuck you, Anita!